Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today, I'm going to do just a quick synopsis on deepfakes. And I know you're probably saying, what is deepfakes? I get it. I understand. Deepfakes first gained widespread attention in late 2017. Though the technology behind them had been developing for several years, the term deepfake itself originated from a Reddit user who posted explicit videos using machine learning tools, replacing faces of celebrities with those of actors in adult videos. Now, this early version of deepfakes utilized deep learning and generative adversarial networks, which had been developed by AI researchers in years leading up to this. Now, while the term became known in 2017, the concept of creating manipulated or synthesized media using machine learning had been around before that. Researchers have been working on facial recognition, speech synthesis, and other AI technologies that could simulate human likeness or various applications. But it wasn't until deep learning models advanced that realistic, believable fakes became possible. Now, since 2017, deepfake technology has evolved rapidly and become more sophisticated and accessible, leading to its proliferation in both harmless and harmful ways. Now, I know that you guys are seeing a lot of crazy videos on YouTube and so on and so forth, and even online. But you know what? I think a lot of people need to take this deepfake serious, because I think people from other countries, and this is just my opinion, I think people from other companies or countries rather are actually using those deep fakes against us in certain ways, whether it's to alter our own opinions about candidates that run for president or certain offices or what have you. I believe that deepfakes can be used for humor, and I also believe it could be used to for harm. And you never know what might a person be using it for. So when you are looking at videos, you're looking at pictures and so on and so forth, really start to question what you're looking at. Really start to question what you're actually listening to as well, because data collection, large data sets or images, videos or audios, they can target a person or they can actually capture what a person is like. And I think AI can now take a look at all the information coming from one person and then put things together and make it appear that this person has said something when actually in all reality they never did. So we have to really be cognizant of that fact of somebody might be trying to alter or have you think certain things about a situation, an event, or even a person. So all I'm just saying is, since the rise of AI, anything is actually possible. AI algorithms such as generative adversarial networks are trained on data to understand how a person looks, moves, or even speaks. So with that in mind, we have to think about the videos that we're watching, even when it comes to, I don't know about you, but when you're looking at video, especially on YouTube, and it talks about God, it talks about people are trying to change the perception or landscape of certain events, things, and they're doing it in such a convincing way that they're changing the hearts and minds of people, and they don't even realize that some of these things are fake. And some of those videos that seem so real, so informative, are not even coming from our own country. Yeah, I know it's a hard pill sometimes to swallow, but in all reality, it's the truth. So my thing to you is always be inquisitive and watch where your information is actually coming from. And sometimes it just takes a little investigating to find out if that video that you really believe, find out if it's true. Do a little investigating on your own. And sometimes you'll find that some of those videos are not even created in our own country, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But I think AI generates new content, has a way of generating new content also that can be replacing someone else's in new content entirely, and making it seem like, okay, this person actually put this out, but in all actuality it was altered, it was changed. So a lot of the information that we see online, you never know if it's real or it's coming from somebody outside of our country, or even within our country, who just want to change the landscape of how you think on certain views and opinions and thoughts and events. So that's my thought for today is deepfakes. It's definitely going to become a whole lot more mainstream as time goes on. You'll never know what's actually real and what's truth or what's false, what's fake. It's hard to tell now. So think about what you're looking at before you go believing everything that you see, hear, and read. All I want you to do is be a little more apprehensive and cognizant of what you're reading and all the material that you're digesting, because sometimes those videos and what we read, they can stick with us, and that could do more harm than good if you think about it. And it's the same thing when people are going for office. They may say this person said this, and it was real. In all actuality, it probably was taken out of context. They may have said something, but if you look at in the context which somebody had said something, then it would probably make perfect sense. But when it's taken out of context, then it might seem ludicrous. It might seem absolutely crazy. Why would this person say such a thing? So we really have to think about what we're hearing, what we're seeing, and what we're consuming as far as individuals. So that's just a thought, but I really want you to think about that deepfakes. Deepfakes is basically a tool that they're using, and it's only getting more powerful every day. It's a tool that can easily spread disinformation by making it seem like public figures or celebrities are saying something or doing something that's controversial. In all actuality, it's not. So think about that. That's pretty much what I got for you today. And also want you to think about this as well. Remember, as part of your security, always, if you getting a message in your email box or anything, just remember, don't click on the links. Especially if it's not something that you initiated, do not click on the links. If you're getting some information or spam or anything that tells you, hey, it might be like something, a phishing exercise that somebody's trying to gain information from you, like your banking, like your credit card information, just go directly to the source. If you got an email from your bank, don't even click on the link. Just go open up a new browser and then click on the bank link and see if all what somebody has told you within that email that you just received is actually true. And that way you'll know if it's a fake. And sometimes when you look up in the address, when you see an email, a lot of people don't realize this, but when you look at your email and then you look at the address of that email, where it has the address of the email, you can just click that little arrow down, especially if you're in Gmail. It has a little email there, and you click that arrow down, it tells you who it's from. And when you see something that says Chase, and then it's going to an address that don't even look like a Chase address or chase.com or anything of that nature, you may want to just get rid of that email or just report it as phishing. Other than that, hey, my name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast. That's all I got for you today. Do me a favor and just tell everybody about the podcast and share it, like it, and stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Be blessed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.